Are you tired of chasing things that always seem out of reach? What if, instead of chasing, you could simply attract what's meant for you? In this video, we'll explore 7 simple but powerful Buddhist lessons to help you stop struggling and start letting the right things come to you naturally. Let's get started. Lesson 1: Chasing versus attracting. Chasing is often linked to attachment, a deep clinging to things we desire or fear losing, which is a major cause of suffering. When you chase, it often comes from a place of fear, such as the fear of not having enough or the fear of being left behind. This mindset creates tension and resistance, pushing what you want even further away. Attracting, on the other hand, comes from a place of balance, inner peace and mindfulness. It's about trusting that when you align with your authentic self and focus on your personal growth, the right opportunities, relationships, and outcomes will naturally come into your life. Instead of exhausting yourself by running after things, ask yourself, am I the kind of person who would naturally attract what I'm seeking? When you cultivate qualities like kindness, confidence, gratitude, and patience, you create an energy that pulls the right things toward you effortlessly. Chasing depletes your energy, attracting empowers it. Lesson 2: Visualize success. Visualization is a powerful practice that connects your mind with your intentions. The idea is simple. To attract what you desire, you first need to clearly see it in your mind. Visualization isn't just about imagining the outcome, but fully experiencing it as if it's already real. For example, if you're striving for a peaceful life, close your eyes and picture yourself in a serene environment, feeling calm, happy, and content. This practice helps align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your goals. When you visualize success, you're essentially training your mind to recognize opportunities and act in ways that bring your vision closer to reality. It's like planting a seed in your mind and watering it with your focus and energy every day. Visualization isn't about wishful thinking, it's about combining clear intention with mindful action. By seeing your goals in your mind and staying focused, you create a pathway for them to manifest in your life. Lesson 3: Do your best and let go. In Buddhism, there's a key teaching about the importance of effort without attachment. It's about doing your absolute best in whatever you do, but then letting go of the need to control the outcome. This idea is rooted in the Buddhist principle of karma yoga, which teaches that you should focus on the action itself, not the results. We often become attached to the outcome of our actions, believing that success or failure defines us. But when you let go of that attachment, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and disappointment. Instead of obsessing over whether you'll succeed or fail, focus on putting in your best effort and trusting that the results will follow as they are meant to. This mindset shifts your energy from fear and pressure to peace and acceptance. For example, if you're working on a project, do it with full dedication and heart, but then release the expectation of how things will turn out. Trust that everything will unfold as it should, and know that your best effort is all you can control. Letting go means having faith that the universe will bring what you need in its own time, and sometimes that means a lesson, a challenge, or an unexpected blessing rather than a perfect outcome. By doing your best and letting go, you also learn to embrace the uncertainty of life, which is where true peace lies. It's not in controlling the future, but in accepting the present moment with full engagement and trust in the process. Lesson 4: Attract what you want by becoming it. There's a powerful idea that you don't need to chase after what you desire. Instead, you attract it by becoming the very thing you want. This concept is rooted in the understanding that everything in the universe operates in harmony with its own energy. What you attract into your life is a reflection of the energy you project. In other words, if you want love, you must first become loving. If you seek peace, you must embody peace within yourself. This law of attraction goes beyond just thinking positive thoughts. It's about genuinely embodying the qualities you want to draw into your life. Let's say you want to attract a meaningful relationship. Instead of focusing solely on finding the right person, start by cultivating self-love, kindness, and compassion for yourself. When you radiate these qualities, you naturally create an energy that draws similar energy toward you. The same principle applies to success, abundance, or even inner peace. If you want to attract success, focus on developing discipline, resilience, and gratitude. As you embody these qualities, you align with the opportunities and people who will help you achieve your goals. This lesson reminds us that attraction doesn't work by simply wishing for something outside of ourselves. It requires inner transformation. You must become the person who would naturally receive the things you want. Think of it as a magnet. You cannot expect to attract high-frequency desires if you are operating on a lower frequency of fear, negativity, or lack. By shifting your mindset and behavior to align with your desires, you send out a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive those things. It's not about waiting for external circumstances to change first. It's about changing yourself from the inside out. When you become the energy you want to attract, you'll find that what you've been chasing for so long comes to you effortlessly. Lesson 5. Release control. One of the most profound and liberating lessons is the importance of releasing control. As humans, we often feel the need to control every aspect of our lives, our careers, relationships, and even the outcomes of our daily actions. We believe that by controlling these things, we can create stability and avoid failure or disappointment. But Buddhism teaches that this constant striving for control not only leads to stress and frustration, but also pulls us further away from the peace and fulfillment we seek. Control is, at its core, an illusion. Life is inherently unpredictable and ever-changing. The harder we cling to control, the more resistance we create, both internally and externally. This resistance often manifests as anxiety, tension, or disappointment when things don't go as planned. Releasing control doesn't mean we stop caring or striving. It means we accept that some things are beyond our influence and learn to trust in the natural flow of life. This idea is deeply rooted in the Buddhist principle of impermanence. Everything in life is temporary. Success, failure, joy, and pain all come and go. By understanding and embracing impermanence, we can let go of the rigid expectations that keep us tied to outcomes. Instead of trying to force life into a specific mold, we learn to adapt, to flow with it like a river navigating around rocks and obstacles with ease. Letting go of control allows us to focus on what we can influence, our thoughts, actions, and the energy we bring to the present moment. For example, in a relationship, instead of fixating on whether it will last forever, focus on being a loving, supportive partner here and now. At work, instead of stressing over whether a project will succeed, pour your energy into doing your best with the task at hand. This shift in mindset creates freedom because it removes the weight of trying to predict or manipulate outcomes and replaces it with mindful engagement in the process. Releasing control also opens us to possibilities we might never have considered. How often have you experienced something in life that didn't go according to plan, but ended up being exactly what you needed? Perhaps a job opportunity fell through, leading you to discover a path that was more aligned with your passions. Or maybe a relationship ended, allowing you to grow and prepare for an even deeper connection in the future. These moments remind us that life has a way of surprising us when we let go of our need to dictate every step of the journey. At its heart, releasing control is an act of trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, and trust in the universe. It's not about passively waiting for things to happen. It's about doing your best, planting the seeds of your intentions, and then stepping back to let life take its course. You may not always understand why things unfold the way they do in the moment, but often, with time, the bigger picture becomes clear. This practice also teaches us resilience. When we stop resisting life and start flowing with it, we become better equipped to handle challenges and uncertainties. Instead of being crushed by disappointment or fear when things don't go as planned, we can adapt, learn, and move forward with grace. On a practical level, letting go of control means embracing patience and mindfulness. It means pausing when things feel chaotic and reminding yourself that it's okay not to have all the answers right now. It's about breathing through uncertainty and trusting that, with time and effort, the right outcomes will unfold. Releasing control is a gift to yourself. It's a way of stepping out of the exhausting cycle of overthinking and over-planning and stepping into a life of greater ease, clarity, and joy. When you stop trying to force life into submission, you'll find that it has a way of surprising you, often with outcomes far better than anything you could have imagined. By trusting the flow of life, you discover not just freedom, but a deep sense of peace and confidence that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Lesson 6. Embrace uplifting moments. The practice of embracing uplifting moments is a cornerstone of mindfulness and gratitude. Life is often filled with challenges, uncertainties, and relentless pursuits. But amidst the chaos, there are countless small moments of joy and beauty waiting to be noticed. These moments are not just fleeting pleasures. They are opportunities to connect with the present and nurture a sense of well-being that radiates outward. By focusing on these experiences, you align yourself with positivity and abundance, creating a foundation for attracting more joy and fulfillment into your life. Uplifting moments come in many forms. They can be as simple as the warmth of a morning sunbeam, the soothing sound of rain, the taste of your favorite meal, or the kindness of a friend. When you pause to truly acknowledge and savor these experiences, you are grounding yourself in the present moment, the only place where life truly unfolds. This mindfulness doesn't just make you feel good, it reprograms your mind to notice and appreciate the good, shifting your focus from lack to abundance. In Buddhism, this act of noticing is seen as an essential step toward cultivating gratitude, which is one of the most powerful energies for attracting positive experiences. When you allow yourself to fully feel the happiness in these small moments, you begin to radiate an energy of gratitude and joy. This energy not only uplifts your own spirit, but also draws similar vibrations into your life. Think of it as a magnet. When you focus on the uplifting, you naturally attract more uplifting experiences. Embracing these moments also helps counteract the human tendency to dwell on negatives or rush through life without truly living it. Often we're so focused on the next goal, the next task, or the next phase of life that we miss the beauty unfolding right in front of us. For instance, how often do you pause to enjoy the aroma of your coffee, the giggle of a child, or the calm of a quiet evening? These aren't just background details, they're life's treasures, and noticing them enriches your experience of living. From a practical standpoint, you can make a habit of embracing uplifting moments by intentionally looking for them throughout your day. Start by taking a few minutes each morning or evening to reflect on what brought you joy. It could be something as small as a smile from a stranger or as significant as a personal breakthrough. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you jot down these moments, creating a record of positivity you can revisit anytime you need encouragement. Celebrating progress, no matter how small, is another way to embrace uplifting moments. Don't wait for grand achievements to feel proud or happy. Did you take a step forward in a challenging task? Celebrate it. Did you find a moment of peace amidst a busy day? Appreciate it. These little wins are just as important as the big ones because they are the building blocks of a fulfilling life. Embracing uplifting moments also helps you navigate tough times with more resilience and balance. When life feels overwhelming, the small joys become anchors, reminders that not everything is difficult and that beauty still exists, even in the midst of hardship. These moments give you strength to move forward, one step at a time. This practice encourages you to live fully in the present. In Buddhism, the present moment is considered sacred because it's the only time we truly have. By pausing to savor life's uplifting moments, you honor the now and cultivate a sense of contentment that isn't dependent on future achievements or external conditions. Embracing uplifting moments is about shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from rushing to appreciating, and from striving to simply being. It's a way of saying, I choose to see the beauty in my life as it is, not as I wish it to be. When you live this way, you'll find that life naturally becomes more fulfilling, and the joy you once thought you had to chase begins to flow to you effortlessly. Lesson 7. Practice patience and trust. In Buddhism, patience is considered a vital practice for cultivating inner peace and aligning with the natural flow of life. In a world driven by instant gratification and constant striving, patience can feel like a lost art. Yet, it is through patience that we learn to trust the unfolding of life and embrace the idea that what is meant for us will come in its own time. Trust, paired with patience, becomes the foundation for a life lived with grace, resilience, and fulfillment. Patience begins with understanding that everything in life has its own rhythm and timing. Just as seeds take time to grow into flowers, the things we desire, whether it's a meaningful relationship, a fulfilling career, or personal growth, require time and nurturing. Impatience often arises from a sense of lack or fear that we'll never achieve what we want. But Buddhism teaches that impatience creates resistance, while patience allows things to unfold naturally. When you practice patience, you're not simply waiting, you're trusting in the process and giving yourself permission to grow and evolve along the way. Trusting life's timing doesn't mean being passive or doing nothing. It means doing your part, taking mindful, intentional actions, and then releasing attachment to when and how the results will come. For example, if you're working toward a goal, trust that the efforts you put in today will bear fruit when the time is right. Instead of obsessing over immediate outcomes, focus on the journey, knowing that progress is often invisible before it becomes evident. In Buddhism, patience is also about being present. Impatience often pulls us out of the moment, making us restless and anxious for a future that hasn't yet arrived. But when we practice patience, we ground ourselves in the now, finding peace in simply being rather than constantly doing. This shift in focus allows us to experience life more fully and appreciate the beauty of each step, even if the destination feels far away. Another key aspect of patience is learning to trust in the interconnectedness of life. Sometimes the things we desire are delayed, not because we're unworthy or unlucky, but because other pieces of the puzzle are still falling into place. The universe operates in ways we cannot always see or understand, and delays often serve a purpose. Perhaps they're giving us time to grow, preparing us for something better, or aligning circumstances so that when the opportunity arrives, it's the perfect fit. Trusting in this process requires faith, not blind faith, but the kind of faith rooted in experience, self-awareness, and the understanding that life often works out in surprising and meaningful ways. Patience also extends to how we treat ourselves and others. We often expect immediate results from our efforts or immediate change in others, but growth takes time. Practicing patience means giving yourself the grace to make mistakes, learn, and improve without judgment. It also means allowing others the space to grow at their own pace, fostering deeper and more compassionate connections. To cultivate patience, start by practicing mindfulness in moments of frustration. When you feel impatience creeping in, take a deep breath and remind yourself that progress is happening, even if it's not visible yet. Reflect on past experiences where patience led to unexpected blessings or outcomes that were better than you initially imagined. These reminders help you trust the process and stay calm in the face of uncertainty. Embrace daily practices that build your capacity for patience. Meditation teaches you to sit with discomfort and develop a sense of calm even when your mind is restless. Journaling can help you reflect on the ways life has unfolded in its own time, reinforcing your faith in the process. Patience and trust go hand in hand. When you cultivate patience, you're not just waiting, you're actively choosing to trust yourself, the process, and the timing of life. You're letting go of the need to force outcomes and instead embracing the journey with a sense of openness and peace. By practicing patience and trust, you align yourself with the flow of life, allowing what is meant for you to come at the perfect time, in the perfect way. And there you have it, 7 powerful lessons from Buddhism to help you shift from chasing to attracting, aligning with the natural flow of life and finding peace along the way. Remember, the journey isn't about forcing outcomes, but about trusting that what's meant for you will come when the time is right. If these teachings resonated with you and you're ready to dive deeper into the wisdom of Buddhism, you're in the right place. Here on Buddhism Pathways, we explore timeless practices and insights to help you cultivate mindfulness, inner peace, and a life aligned with your true self. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a step on this transformative journey. Let us know in the comments which lessons spoke to you the most, or share your own experiences of letting go and attracting what belongs to you. Until next time, stay mindful, stay present, and keep walking your unique path. Thank you for being part of Buddhism Pathways.